And here we are back at the table, so we can talk about these dope heated gloves in a little bit more detail. And also, voila, the socks that kind of fit in this whole same smart heating system. And the charger. But first, let's talk about these gloves. As I was saying, you do have this really nice kind of carbon fiber knuckle that adds some extra protection, as well as reinforced areas in the palm, especially here, where if you were to put your palm down for a slide, there's a little bit of extra protection right there. It also has these two adjustable tightening systems that keep it on your hand and kind of cinched over your jacket, which is really nice. It keeps the wind out. And then I briefly mentioned this little screen cleaner here that you can use as a little squeegee to squeegee off the front of your visor or your face guard on your helmet, especially if you get bugs or it's raining or snow or something, maybe like that. And then you have the 3 levels of heat right here. From my experience, these gloves get hot, but they don't get too hot. Like if it was probably below 30 degrees or something, I think you're gonna need more. You're gonna at least need, you know, bark busters or something to kind of keep the wind from hitting your grips, and possibly heated grips as well. That's pretty cold, especially if you're speeding along. I've been using these probably between 30 and 40 degrees. They work great. And like I said, because I don't have to have them plugged into my bike, I can take them when I do other outdoor activities and they stay warm and they're not too bulky. Like they're not something where it's bulky enough where it would be uncomfortable wearing if you're snowshoeing or something, even though it does have some nice reinforcements in there. And the battery, it goes right in this little compartment, pops in, unplugs very easily, plugs back in very easily, and it's almost as if it isn't there. It's hard to even notice the batteries are there. The same thing goes for these socks. These socks, the little button to turn them on is right here, and they're wonderful. I've worn them around the house on cold days. I've worn them out playing in the snow in Yosemite, and they get the job done. They keep your feet nice and toasty. I will say they definitely stay a lot warmer when they're in shoes because the shoes help keep the heat in. So when I'm wearing around the house, they're warm, but not nearly as warm and cozy as when I have shoes on. I can let them heat up before I put them on, and it gives you that feeling like you're putting on socks right out of the dryer, which is kind of awesome. As far as charging, this is what the charger looks like. It's a proprietary charger, which is kind of a bummer. It would be nice if it had been USB-C or micro USB even, but this just plugs right into the batteries. You can charge 2 batteries at a time. And the batteries for the socks are the same batteries as the gloves, which is great, so you can interchange them. A lot of times I'll wear the gloves but not the socks, which means I have 2 batteries on standby at all the time. And if I was doing a longer trip, I could throw extra batteries on my bike and change these out if needed. My experience though is that these batteries last a long time. I haven't timed it in hours, but I mean multiple rides, I'd say at least 3-4 hours probably, no problem. After a couple months of wearing these, I guess probably a month and a half, 2 months, and wearing them pretty hard, I've noticed some little like kind of rips in the fabric. Overall, they still seem really good. It doesn't seem like any of the structural integrity's gotten messed up. The heating elements still work really, really well. It's just kind of this like white reflective strip that seems like it's kind of decorative. And that's pretty much it. So with all that being said, I would recommend these for the casual winter rider or someone who's in an environment that's not freezing cold, and someone who may want just, you know, gloves that you can use for other things other than riding your bike. And that's it. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed this. Back to some more moto vlogs soon. Hope your New Year's going well. Peace. Stay hydrated.